You may not be interested in politics, but politics sure is interested in you. So you may as well get in the game because it's going to go on without you and you may not like what happens.
That I have 3 young children that are voting age, and that if they want to see their thoughts or their opinions to be echoed and carried out, that they need to know the history of why voting is important, the fact that at one time a person of color or a woman was not able to vote and to express what's truly important to them and what they like to see enacted. And so I would give them that history, and I would let them know that it's a privilege to vote this day and this time.
Why is it important to vote, right? Well, it's only as important as the future of our nation, because that's what it's all about. We've got to, like Glenn Beck says, we have to restore honor, and that's going to start by restoring honor in the individuals, and that has to be transferred to the government. And the way it gets transferred to the government is by the vote.
It's important to vote because your vote and your voice is the one that counts and matter. And you can always have something to say when things is not going in the right direction.
I think we have a responsibility to vote. And it's great to go to rallies, but we need to go out and cast our vote and return this nation to righteousness and the Judeo-Christian values upon which our nation was founded.
It's important for everyone in America to have a voice in the political process. We all contribute when we vote, and we all have a say, and make it important for our local community as well as for our nation as a whole when we all take a part in the political process.
It's vitally important to vote, especially this year. This is probably the most vital election in our nation's history. We're at a crossroads today. We could either go socialist or we could retain our freedoms. So you decide. Get off your couches and go vote. If you're not registered, there's still time today.
And I feel it's important to vote because it's our right as Americans to vote, and there are many countries where women and minorities cannot vote.
The importance of voting. Well, that's funny because the first time I voted was in the 2008 elections because I never did think it was important. But when you start paying attention to things that are happening in the world around you, you realize that if you don't vote, then you end up with some bad situations and bad circumstances. And
every citizen has the opportunity to take part in their government, and because this is a government that was founded by the people and for the people, we each have a responsibility to take part in that.
Every single time we vote, it affects our future.
Everyone has an opinion, and if you want that opinion heard, you really need to step up and vote. Otherwise, you're just sitting there complaining and not doing anything about it.
Even if something doesn't directly affect us now, it will eventually affect us in the future or our children or anything like that.
That they do the right thing for our country. That's all I have to say.
Our vote is actually a transaction, something that we are, it's a legal thing that we can do to make a difference.
What I tell my kids why they should vote. The reason why they should vote, because if you don't vote, you end up with a government like we have right now.
It's very, very important because one vote can make a difference. So get out and vote this November, okay? Thank you.